Hi guys, welcome back to Chinese with Xiaolu. Today we're gonna have a really serious topic. No, I'm joking. We're going to talk about 4 ways to improve your spoken Chinese faster. And these tips are based on my own experiences when I was learning English. And I find them quite useful, but the last one I didn't apply to use it that strictly by my own. But I found a lot of Chinese learners who speaking really like native speakers are using it. So I think it's good to let you know as well. I know you can't wait for those tips. Let's dive in. Remember.
Fight.
The first thing in order to improve your Chinese faster is listening as much as possible. I know everyone are talking about how important input it is. That include watching Chinese, listening Chinese, and reading Chinese. But what I want to emphasize is listening is so important than other things when you want to improve your spoken Chinese. I have students and subscribers keeping asking me questions like how to pronounce zhi and chi, or maybe you can't tell the difference between yi and yi. I can explain what the difference is because the tone is different for yi and yi, first tone and second tone. And the initial is different for zhi and chi. When you say chi, pull your lips out a little bit more and you can feel the air come out from your mouth is much stronger. When you say chi, feel it. I think this is a quite common issue for every Chinese beginners. However, it doesn't matter how much I tell you what are the differences they are. The most important thing is you must immerse yourself into a Chinese environment and keep the things I said in your mind and pay attention when native speakers speak. The more you're listening, the more you will find they're different. And gradually, you can tell the differences by yourself. And one day, you might forget what the rules or technicals are said in my lessons. But that is the goal we're going to achieve, right? By doing that, you just need to listen more to familiar with this language. Hear how native actually speak the language. Get used to the pronunciation. Some of the most common character combinations, phrases. Get used to how the Chinese usually start and end a sentence. And you can do it in so many different ways. That bring us to the second way to improve your Chinese faster is consuming the content you like. I mean, we have TV shows, dramas, and YouTubers, 油管, TikTok, 抖音, Bilibili, B 站. Also, so many language apps, everything you can imagine. It is easier than ever to access Chinese language and to hear how native speakers talk. Actually, if you haven't done this already, you should make a list of your interests, whatever that excites you. Don't force yourself to do anything that you feel you have to do. I know some people would watch kids' cartoon just because it's Chinese and they might seem to be easier to understand. Somehow it might help. Oh yes, it does. But if you're not interested in kids' cartoon, it can be quite boring, right? So stick to stuff that's interesting for you. And I really want to know what is your interest. Leave your comments below and I will try to collect some YouTubers channel for you. If you really don't have anything that you love, you should really spend some time searching and finding content that you like. It might take some time to really find the type of things you love, but it's really worth it. Like I really like the American TV series Friends. That tells my age, isn't it? Anyway, I really like it. And when I was at the start of learning English, I listened to it and when I was cooking, I listened to it when I was sleeping. I just tried to listen to it as much as possible and I was really enjoying to do it. If you have anything in Chinese that you love that much, please leave your comments below to share it with us. So people who are still trying to find content like that, they can see your suggestions as well. It doesn't matter if it's a TV show or movie or any Chinese speaking YouTubers or B 站博主. Tell us what is the content about and why you recommend it. I would really want to know as well. And the next is to have a notebook with you or maybe a note app in your phone to write or type down new words or new sentences you are learning and keep track of it. That is actually my way to learn new words. I'm still doing it now using my phone. I have many struggles with English actually, but I identify my weakest part is vocabulary because when I was listening, I find if there's a word I have never seen before, I would probably just stuck there. I just still feel really frustrated. I don't know the new word. It seems pretty common to other people. So I think to improve my vocabulary is definitely one way to improve my listening and then my speaking. than to the overall aspect of this language. So I have this habit, which is whenever I come across a new word and I think I would use it in my daily conversation, I would type it into my notes and make a sentence of using this new word in my own situation. I find this is quite useful and convenient to know wherever you are, as long as you have a mobile in your hand. Last tip, if you want to sound more like a native speaker, a little bit more faster. Okay, like when you speak Chinese, people actually think, oh, are you a native speaker? Or they're just not sure because you speak Chinese so well. But obviously, if Chinese is your second or third languages, you're still gonna mess up certain areas. It's just inevitable. This tip is to have a specific native speaker to mimic how they speak Chinese. So just one type of Chinese. How they pronounce words, how they stop sentence, how they reason the flow that goes, and what specific phrases and slang they like to use. You just innocently follow what they do. I did not have this experience because I was learning from so many kinds of native English speakers. I didn't focus on a specific English speaking accent. That's why I think my English is quite neutral. I never get people ask me like, are you from Australia or are you from London or America? Because my English is just too neutral. So take a little bit of time to find a person you like. Also, you like the way he or she talks. It can be your native speaker friends or teacher or a celebrity. So your goal is just there, really clear, visible, and it seems a little bit more easier to reach. Okay, I really hope this video helps. If you do, give me a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. I'm Xiaolu.